let's talk delts. Because let's face it, good shoulders look good on both men and women. So I want to give you 3 of my favorite exercises, and you're going to find that 2 of the 3 are, of course, dumbbells. Because shoulders are multi-dimensional, and dumbbells work really well to hit every single muscle fiber in the shoulders. So you're going to find that all 3 of these movements are either medial or rear delt. And that's because so often we tend to have very strong front delts because of bench press and incline press. And most of the stuff that we do tends to work front delt, but I often find that medial and rear delts are left neglected and they look unbalanced. One of the big movements, of course, is military press. You can do that with a barbell, you can do it with dumbbells, and there's even machines and hammer strength that will do military press, and that's fine and dandy. It's all good. That's considered one of the compound movements, and let's face it, it's a foundational move for shoulder training. But dumbbells are where you're really going to shape out the shoulder and work all the nuances and muscle fibers in those delts. So here are just 3 of my favorite delt movements. And with that said, that doesn't mean I only do 3. I do a lot of other delt movements to keep it exciting and interesting in the gym as well. Okay, so number 1, lateral flies. A basic lateral fly. You come up, turn your pinkies at the top so you're kind of pouring 2 pitchers of water, and you want to stay upright. I like to do them seated because it tends to keep the swaying out of it. You can certainly stand, but seated for me makes it more of an isolation, and it allows you to lean slightly forward and really hit that medial to rear delt. That's the first one. Number 2, seated rear delt flies. Just like the lateral fly, the seated rear delt, you're leaning forward and you're really focusing on hitting that rear delt. Once again, it's similar to the lateral fly, but by just changing that angle, you're going to emphasize the rear delt. And finally, an isolation using a rear delt machine. Now, not every gym has a rear delt machine, but if yours does, I highly recommend that you use it. It really allows you to isolate those rear delts. So those are the 3 movements, notwithstanding all the other things that you can do for delts. Again, don't forget, you can still do your military press. You can still do your front raises if you want to do them. And you can also do a lot of cable work. You can do single dumbbell work. There's a lot that you can do. And I'm sure in the future videos, we'll talk about some of that stuff. All right, you guys, make it a good one. Get in the gym and work them delts. Talk to you later.